When it comes to weight loss, everyone wants a quick fix, but the truth is that sustainable results take time. So we're going to be talking about diuretics, why they're most commonly fad diets and sworn by some people and then hated by others. Let's talk about it. Okay. So some quick fixes you've probably heard of that are very popular are the keto diet, or I forgot to turn this on, are keto diets, or like green tea before your meals every day. But why are these quick fixes that don't work for most people? Because they're diuretics. A diuretic is something that you are going to lose water weight from quickly. So green tea before your meals pushes a lot of water out of your system, so the scale does change. It does get lower because you're losing water weight. But then the second you drink more water, it comes right back. And then that's when the frustration comes of, oh, I can't keep it off. I lose it, but I can't keep it off. Same thing with keto. Your carbs, you're holding less water in your system. So the scale changes, but it's not a sustainable result. I'm not going to say that this doesn't work for everybody, because for some people, diuretics are an essential part of their routine. For example, bodybuilders that have to be in a certain weight class or be super dehydrated for the day of their show do things to lose water weight, including not drinking water for like 24 hours before their show, something like that. This is too watery. And so unless you're doing it, you're losing water weight specifically for an event that's only 1 or 2 days long, where you need to lose 1 or 2 pounds that you can't actually lose in fat, they're not sustainable diets. It's not going to be a game changer for you. What I do recommend highly looking into, not just for losing weight, but for a happier, healthier lifestyle with anything you want to conquer, I recommend looking into habit stacking. If you're in therapy, you've probably heard of this phrase before. Essentially what it is rather than creating a whole new habit of going on a walk every day, you take a habit you already have and build into it. So instead of being like, oh, I have to go on my walk because I didn't go on my walk today, be like, oh, well, I just parked my car. I'm gonna go for 10 minutes around the neighborhood and then go in the house. Or I scroll TikTok for 20 minutes before bed. Why not go walk on the treadmill while I scroll TikTok for 20 minutes before bed? So that's kind of what habit stacking is. And there's a really good European journal by, I had it somewhere, James Clear's Atomic Habits, does some really good in-depth research on habit stacking. And he basically decided to take 66 days on average to form a brand new habit. So by using habit stacking, you can significantly shrink that 66-day window. This helps build automatic routines, and it creates long-term lifestyle change rather than having one motivation to reach one goal, and then either the motivation fails or the goal doesn't happen as quickly as you want and everything explodes. Yeah, it's really watery, but I didn't want to add too much more. This is PB Fit in a tortilla. How have I used habit stacking to build a sustainable diet that I have been on relatively consistently for almost a year? Well, at 18 or 19, somewhere in that time frame, I started only buying like healthier snacks. So instead of buying like Hostess coffee cakes, I would buy the ingredients to make a cinnamon roll, or I would buy like Clean Brands cinnamon roll. I don't know. I also had a really bad habit of eating when I was bored. So over time, that obviously led to increased weight. And I ended up reaching my heaviest, which was 160 pounds, November of 2024. And that's kind of what really started my intense dieting, my like actually tracking, figuring out how to lose weight, a goal to lose weight, not just eat healthier. And over time, to reach that diet, to prepare for myself for that diet, rather than saying, okay, I want to eat this amount of carbs so that I lose weight, or this amount of calories so I lose weight, I started with little things like, okay, I'm going to limit my snacks to 200 calories, or I'm going to limit my breakfast to 700 calories. So I could have anything I wanted within that. And I didn't track every little ingredient in everything I consumed, but I slowly cut out little things that I knew would be cut in a actual diet. So now, being down 40 pounds, I don't have any crazy cravings that throw me off my diet because I was able to wean myself off of ultra processed snacks or super sugary drinks. And I don't have diet fatigue near as badly as other people because I've allowed myself to have flexibility in my diet rather than being like, okay, I have to have this for dinner, or these are my 3 options. I even now give myself, okay, roughly 500 calories, roughly 50 grams of protein. So sometimes that's 450 calories with 57 grams of protein. Sometimes that's 570 calories with 35 grams of protein. Somewhere in there. So I mentioned diet fatigue and how I kind of avoid that by rotating out dinners without being too strict on it. I think what's also really important when talking about diet fatigue is it's okay to take a break from your diet and have a cheat meal. This is really watery. I don't know what to do. So this is an espresso I had already made because I'm gonna make a dirty chai, but I'm gonna try with this watery peanut butter. Why not? Maybe I'll add some honey, make it sweeter. So for example, I'm not tracking this because I have the tortilla and peanut butter built into my meal plan. Peanut butter for protein and the tortilla for fiber. And espresso is an insignificant amount. Espresso in itself, not a latte, espresso is an insignificant amount of calories, so it's 0 calories. And then I'm gonna add in some chai tea I'd made, which is also an insignificant, so 0 amount of calories. All right, peanut butter dirty chai. It's not bad. I think it's more plain than I expected. Think of like, so chai is a cinnamon tea technically, cinnamon, vanilla, something like that. So think of like cinnamon and peanut butter, because the peanut butter is not very strong at all. Neither is the espresso in the chai. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about diet fatigue. I think this is how I've avoided diet fatigue. I continuously change meals as long as it's within certain calories and I'm fine. And this might be controversial, I don't track cheat snacks. So if I'm craving a cinnamon roll and I can't find something else within my calories to compensate for it, I'll go get a cinnamon roll and I'm okay. Like 200 to 300 calories once a week is not going to set me back 40 pounds. And it's prevented me from having diet fatigue, which makes you blow up and be like, I can't do this diet, it's impossible, I'm constantly hungry. Like, yeah, you're gonna go through it a little bit. It takes a little bit to be like, okay, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I need to get through these few days. But honestly, once you get through 1 or 2 hard days, if you allow yourself some flexibility, you're gonna be fine. So, I don't know. I think what I want you to take away from this video is kind of like sustainable change is more important than having a perfect diet. Taking out 200 calories every month is more important than jumping down 10,000 to lose the weight fast, because you're going to gain it back. Let's be honest. And stack small habits. Start with, okay, I want to include more fruits in my diet, so I'm going to buy a fruit I know I like and keep it available. That's an easy thing to obtain, rather than being like, I need more fruit, I need more vegetables, so I'm gonna buy all the fruits and I'm gonna buy one of every vegetable and have it always in my fridge. Because then it's gonna be overwhelming to think about how to prepare that, when to have it, right? And forget the detox hype, the cut the water, cut the carbs, cut the this, focus on what will actually work for you. Be honest with yourself, otherwise you're gonna crash out and hate everything, right? And you don't need to overhaul your life, your eating habits in one sitting. Consciously make an effort to change one thing at a time. Keep showing up for yourself and it'll work out, right? I don't know. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. Tell me a habit that you would like to stack, or some easy thing you didn't even mean to change, and whether it worked out or not. Bye, guys.